Okay, we're gonna do a big scene. We're gonna do a big scene in the show. Yeah, it's gonna be very important. Oh my god, cut two. Matt and Chester creep hunts over up the walk to where the bridge is at. To where the bridge. They creep and they creep. They creep and they creep. They creep and they creep for a moment. They creep and they creep for a while. They creep and they creep for seconds. They creep and they creep. Just and then that.
The text is the
bridge. We have to be careful. We have to be careful crossing the bridge.
Because the subtext is the intention. The context is the conflict that you're in, the situation you're trying to deal with.
Be careful crossing the bridge.
We're in space.
The bridge.
And we're flying toward the moon. We know that
so they don't see us on the camera.
we're flying toward the moon, and we know that this is
on the camera.
We have to be careful.
Crossing the bridge. They don't see us on the cameras.
It might save our lives, and we've just given up. And we've been through this whole journey.
Oh my god.
And we're about to open the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead.
Cut to.
Open the hatch. It totally changes the whole context. So that the context is about the situation. The subtext is intention. Text is just the artifact. It's one expression of that.
Finding the voice, one of the mistakes a lot of screenwriters make is
At the bridge.
all the characters sound exactly
Cut
alike.
to.
Well, you want each character to sound, ideally,
Chester.
the character's name and read the line, you would be able to tell that it was that specific character, that was specific voice.
Another thing about dialogue is
The bridge.
about how dialogue is character-based. It all comes from characters. And if you take a group of people
Snap.
and have them say
Snap.
things, they're going to say it in
Snap.
a different way.
Sound.
One of the things that I always take as my example, I write a lot in Starbucks coffee shops where all baristas are dressed the same. They all have the same
The bridge
basic dialogue.
folds
Having room for cream,
down
but each
on
one is an individual.
one
And
side.
the spin they put on it, their attitude comes out through the way they say things. So there is a barista at one of my Starbucks who puts a positive spin on everything. So if you come in and say, I lost my job today, she'll say, great, you can spend more time with your family. No matter how bad your life is, she puts a positive spin on it.
They get really emotional.
But that's her spin. There is a barista who everything
Yeah.
about himself. So
They get really emotional on their face.
the tea with 2 shots of melon just
Just
tells
a
you
minute.
that I like the berry syrup. The berry syrup's better with this drink. And it's like, how are these people about you? No matter what you say to his story. And so there are all these people have the same dialogue, the same basic dialogue.
Yes, sir.
But how they say it, the spin they put on it, shows
water.
the character through
Only
the same basic dialogue, but the spin on it. And so think about character, think about dialogue as a character, and how we're going to learn about that character through however they say their, the generic line is this. Now we're down to writers. Take the generic line, do the specific character line. This character thinks this. This character believes that everything is sexual, if you know what I mean. And there's
Yeah.
that does that. There's the
Hurry up, have to get. Hurry. No, let's go back.
Terrible day for them. There's the barista that thinks that everyone
Hurry.
It's the paranoid barista. It's like,
Loud whisper.
Whether we have, and it's like all these are different characters and they come out different.
Loud whisper. Just suppose him to go to the other side.
And that makes it individual and interesting. You know, instead of saying the normal line, you have a little spin on the line that makes it a better line.
Hopefully you created a unique enough character or a character with a strong enough sense of who they are or what their, how you would describe
No, let's go back.
what their journey is going to be, emotional journey.
No.
But the words kind of, they kind of,
Let's
don't write themselves
go
into
back.
themselves, but they, it's like the track that the train is running on. So,
I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore.
We have to get you weave, Matt. Get you compensation. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. We have to get you compensation.
Come
on, Matt.
People are going to look at the attitude. The other things to look at are
We
things
have-
like characters' vocabulary, because you don't want
Get
your characters
you
to have the same vocabulary
your
as you.
compensation. Come here for the drone.
Words are the
Let's get your compensation for the drone.
right now, all the words that pop up again and again. You need to find a visual way for each character to say things. So one character
Little
might
water.
say no, another character might say nope. No siree. These things are again character related.
Crouch
This character
down.
says This character say no. And what I usually do is I'll generate a list of
Way to the water.
true, false,
Crouch
anything
down.
that's gonna pop up again and again. And then find the one that is that character. Again, maybe saying it this way. This also comes up with curse words. Can I curse in this? Awesome. So, curse words are one of those things I kind of like.
Oh my God.
Sort of shit, because I read a script and then when I was reading through it, I found out that whenever anything was wrong with
Maybe
my
the other
person opened their mouth,
side.
and so I thought that's not possible.
Oh my God.
So what I wanted to do is individualize their person. So I went through the script and
That's
found
one
different
plus.
ways for them to
There's just one
and
crop.
each character had their
Garden.
own distinctive curse. And when I came to one of the characters, it was Curtis. I
Go.
just off the top of my head came up with Kitty Crab. That's just
The
Kitty Crab.
back.
And when I used Kitty Crab, I went, this now changes that character into something better than it was. So I went back and
Now I definitely need a look out.
made him a southern
Now I definitely look out.
something I've never seen on screen. And so now
I can't
we
believe
have
you,
sort of
Matt.
weird phrases that are like, down
Exhausted.
phrases.
Exhausted.
I can't believe you, Matt.
All at once. So like I've got one that's
I can't believe you, Matt. Can't be you.
each have a different vocabulary. And so that's going to come out.
People from the city.
Another thing about
I can't believe you come from the city. Can't believe you came from the city.
I can't believe you came from the city.
every word, like, I don't know, like, and those things which you use a little sparingly,
Climb.
create a different rhythm to that person. If you
The water. Moat.
that's the sentence.
Bank.
But
Mint.
he speaks backwards. There's themes that are like Yoda things that have like the backwards Yoda talk. And that's such a distinctive type of dialogue.
Just
If you
scary.
have dialogue like that, there will be people who will write that stuff and you'll know it's doing right away. And that's what you want to do is basically come up with dialogue.
These I'm just scary to the thorn bush us.
Okay, we're gonna think for a second.
Okay, I'm gonna watch.
Let's watch film crash.
We're just watching this while I think about what to do next.
Guys who've done a lot of time in
Go.
prison and they read in prison. So they have vocabulary that are much better than any of the cops. Because they have a lot of time to do some reading. So he has these characters who have just like amazing vocabularies who are crooks, which makes them interesting characters. But it makes sense because, a lot of prison time to do. So again, their vocabularies are better than the cops. The thing I love about when you're reading a number lettered novel is
Yeah.
it goes to a character, the scripted part is written in that character's voice, so you just jump into that character, and you're always you look at that character's eyes before you get to speak, and it already is in their voice. It has to be done. If you watch Justified, there's a great
Where?
example of an educated criminal, because that
The
guy,
gate to
is
the mansion.
cleverest and clever criminal thing. He's smart, he's clever, he can
Inside.
talk
and no one comes out.
No one comes out.
So you have two characters.
No one comes out yet.
Always more interesting. The characters are contrasted.
I'm inside the
So
phone
the
bus.
character is speaking
No one comes
in
out.
a formal way. So something
Inside the phone bus.
or professor
Inside the phone bus.
in a formal
Inside the phone bus, there's no one comes out yet.
He's interacting with
Oh my
us
God.
in a more silent way or more contracted way.
Please.
Because that's going to make you're going to create that contrast. Just like in painting, if you want to highlight the color blue, it's yellow, right? It's
Go
opposite.
back.
So it's
Building.
characters. A lot of the techniques in the dialogue chapter in the book are
The
about
back building.
how you create individual voices. Because having all the characters sound the same is a very common problem with dialogue. It's usually
To the white pants. To the white pants.
To the white
Shakespeare
pants.
actually
Oh my God.
been criticized for that. That his characters sound the same. But when
They
I
walk.
talk about his dialogue, I show clips
To
and actual script. I show that he actually does individualize
the white pants.
so it's an unfair criticism, but you have to do that. It helps if there's some difference in character speech.
They come out of the phone bus
Actions versus
to
still
the back.
grammatic training.
You always want to look for the writer. You've got two of our characters seeing
Building.
you want to create a situation where they want opposing things, or because otherwise there's no conflict. Or one way to look at it is every scene is a power play. Everybody wants to take control of the situation in whatever way that means for them. And so how are they
Where the white pants are. Where the white pants.
secretly
Away.
jockeying for position? Like which of us is just worry about which of us looks smarter. See, that's what this whole interview is doing. The other thing that you said
Look.
about the design part of the character, I was thinking, I know you said it a lot more than two, but two more I would think about as the writer, besides, what were the two you said? What was the character, the two different objectives? Yeah. This is what I put down, what I call the public objective. In other words, if I ask anybody in this room now, what are you doing here? What do you want? What's your objective right now? We can talk about what your specific. That's a public objective.
To the white pants.
Underneath it, deep underneath it, private objective, which may not even be recognized. That's what it may be in the unconscious. What's driving that character to try to do that? Right. And one way I would look at it, like the same as the desire, is to ask, what is the character hiding from the other person? What is she hiding from him?
This should be good enough. This should get us something.
What's the thing
Yeah.
that she's not yet aware of that is really driving her and relief, especially in the first
This should work.
course of this movie, towards the end of the purpose. But deception and secrecy are very, very powerful because they are
Yeah, Chester goes.
and more conflict and the more
Go to phone bus says.
And breaks off a branch.
Show it to my. Shows it to my. A branch. Break off a branch. Break off a branch. Show it to my. This should work.
You want to share. You don't want to steal. No, I'm not going to steal. I'm not going to steal. I'm clear that my agenda is to look better. I'll give you credit for it. Okay, good. Okay? You know, my state of agenda.
Pushes.
Yes, and I'm trying to help you with that. I appreciate that. I'll help you think you're winning. Thank you. Let's move on.
Pushes the branch.
Between the door. It's live. Keep it listed.
I would just add that is the draft was for, because one draft is the focus for the story, and then
Unlock.
the story, you look at word choice in another draft, and then you can look at the dialogue and really polish the dialogue.
By and large,
write a script, you turn it
Door
in,
crack.
you get notes, and
Clean
then
the crack.
the notes come with dialogue.
Clean the
You try to
crack
understand this line,
at
this is funnier,
the door.
love that line,
And lock
this
the
works,
door.
this doesn't, could you add a little bit, a little twist on it, that's duplicated, that kind of thing. Which is very helpful. It's all like, I look at
That's
this
all.
as this big
Sister.
piece of clay that you just constantly folding and shaping, it's just sort of moving with it, trying to find a shape to it until you have your, the piece of pottery that you're trying to make. It's a lot of changes.
That's just the door shut.
Behind them.
And
Behind them.
Chester lashes the door shut behind them.
Yeah. 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 Thank you. Watch some crash. Let's watch some crash. Yeah.
To figure out a way to hear while I'm thinking about how to do the immediate next part, because this is all like really complicated. This is really complicated. Trying to envision what this place looks like while writing a scene inside of it. And you're also trying to envision what it would look like in a natural way. Yeah, got it.
Ask yourself for every line, why is that character saying this? Why is that character saying that specific line? Most of the time, they're responding to what
The Film Courage should care about my problem with the blacklist, because the Film Courage is telling people to submit to the blacklist test yourself. So they should care about it.
So
They haven't contacted me.
and then every line of dialogue
Yeah.
is a strategy for that character to get what they want. And if that dialogue is not that, then you rewrite the line until it fits that. People in the 70s and 80s talk differently in the 90s and the 00s. It's the 40s and 50s. It's all very different. But the basic way of communicating,
Every day. I was crying every day
interesting words.
since I got the fraudulent grade. Every day you've been crying.
Yeah.
It's how you get there. It's been a little bit different. And writing anything I've written that's had interesting. I wrote a Christmas movie for Hallmark a few years ago, and
Christmas movies are always popular.
the 1920s.
Ooh, good question.
And I had to write
Since I Rent 2 is supposed to be from Halloween to Christmas,
about right,
it's going to be about the election.
being a little bit more formal, a little bit more on the nose maybe with some of the things that I said. And it was, it just, I think
And as soon as I Rent 2 is a Christmas movie from Halloween to Christmas about the election. Okay, I have an idea for how to start it differently than how I have. They're going to be trick-or-treating, and Bill and Sue and Grandma June, and they're supposed to set up a thing where you're supposed to do a trick for the treat. You have to do a trick for the fifth table, because there's like 5 people giving out candy. It's like their house. They have 3 other families that came out here with kids. There's like 3 other representing a kid, 3 other giving out for kids from out in the country, and they have a 5th table. Grandma June is sitting there, and she's saying you have to do a trick for your treat, and she's giving you grades, and depending upon your grades, what treat you get. And she has like quality of treats, and it's like a capitalist kind of metaphor about how you have to keep trying in order to get the good treat. You can keep trying to do tricks for her until you get a good treat. And then you have to accept your grade at some point. You have to accept your position in life, and that's the treat you get. That's how I'm going to start the second movie. She's just doing this trick-or-treat thing. I'm going to add like 2 pages in the beginning of it with trick-or-treating with the Chester Hooks. Oh my god, in Chester Hooks' front yard. Yeah, it's going to be good. Because it's supposed to be about politics and Republicans, and they're trying to make it seem like Republicans are good. There's the keep trying until you can get your thing for yourself in the beginning explained, and they're also going to have a thing where they like to do charities for people. They like to do the charities themselves. This is going to help me, right? Because you have to release tension. You have to release tension in order to continue on at this point, and also understand the next part. But it's also, in order to understand the next part, you have to release the tension. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Still know what today's audience sounds like. And that deals with stories as well. The story concept.
Oh, it's gonna be about the Republican part of it is just that, the beginning, and the election, and they're going to have a thing about supporting Republicans, about how you want to do charity for yourself. So their church is going to be doing a charities to send packages or something. They're supposed to be doing some kind of charity at their church, where they're supposed to be doing a specific charity for an inner city thing, and they're doing a charity for it at their church in order to raise money for it. Or the church can have 2 events that raise money for charities, and it's supposed to be like, oh, Republicans want to take personal credit for helping people, and they need to get the personal credit. They can't just let you take taxes and spend it however you want. They want to take the personal credit instead of paying extra taxes for just things they personally believe in. And that's what the Republicans are supposed to care about in the second Sinners Siren movie. Yeah. And you know it's not right, because unless they can get personal credit for it in their social groups, they don't want to do charity unless they're getting credit for it. And taxes are supposed to be for charity kind of affairs.
They are.
Hearing things, writing things down, writing down expressions, like, oh my God, what a great expression. What does that mean? I'm going to take that,
Oh my God, or entitlements.
Dynamic.
Thank you.
Okay. Relationships. Who's talking to who at the supermarket? Listening to a couple arguing or
So I want Chester to go into the weed farm area. He's supposed to climb up into the weed farm area, and then him and Matt are supposed to go along. Oh shit! I forgot. I'm supposed to make this a solid fence, not a chain link fence, because he's supposed to have a scene where Matt can't see him once he's on the other side, and he's supposed to be tapping on the wood. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. I have to decide whether I'm going to cut the tapping part out or not. No, I don't want to cut that out.
God. 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 God.
Wait. Okay, I think I know what we're doing now.
That's gate fence.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Front door into the middle walkway between where they grow the weed and white plants. Where they grow the weed. The fence is 4 feet. 4 feet. Wooden fence. And then a 2-foot additional screen plant. Additional support. Additional garden wire fence. Garden wire fence. Oh my God. Help me pull this down. Help me pull this. Chester. Help me fold this. We're gonna have to go back. Help me fold this. Chester. So the rods. Two of. Oh my God. The wood. Holding up the wire fence. Chester begins to push the wire down to where the wood fence top. Oh my god. And helps Chester push down the wire. How much do you think it's cost? What? How much do you think this cost? How much do you think this cost? What? Cost effect. How much would it cost for them to fix this fence? Why? Why? $100? Because we have to calculate the cost. Because we have to calculate. These are really good kids. Calculate the cost of the drone. Our cell phones. They want. Check your cell phone. Check your cell phone. Check your cell phone. Check your. So who's in his pocket? While they are breaking the fence. While they are breaking the fence. And push it back. My phone cost $100. $120. My phone cost $120. $120. $120. My phone cost $120. How much? And the fence? And the fence? Yeah, and this? And this? I don't know, about 20. About 100.
The background of the story into the story instead of laying it out. Like we just developed a brilliant screenplay the last several years.
Serious?
The opening conversation.
No, serious.
Just is not convincing.
About 20.
Because there is
Seriously.
no other, explanation for the words
Seriously,
of the conversation other than explaining to the audience.
Let's just say 100. Let's just say 100.
And that's
Silly boy.
hard to avoid mistake.
Let's just say 100. Let's just say 100.
Overtly, the audience is going to not believe the dialogue.
Annoy.
They're not going to believe, they're
City
going to
boy.
not be able to suspend their disbelief.
City boy.
You have to
City boy.
these things into the story at times when they're needed
Have like $100.
and not.
We can have $100. $100. $100. We're paying.
Mistake beneath that mistake is thinking that the audience is not as smart as they are.
We're taking Ebony and TT.
We're taking Eb and TT's price.
TT's price.
Matches each other. For example, if I'm
$100.
suspecting
$100.
$100.
Detective who's asking me questions, right? And tell me where were you, and how did you commit the murder? Well, whatever I'm going to say is my desire to make you think I didn't do the murder.
How do you know what an ounce looks like? How do you know?
I was at the movies.
$100 an ounce. They know what an ounce looks like now. $100.
You see, so the exposition matches the objective of the character.
Chester. A left.
So there's ways to do
He
it.
climbed
To
over.
make sure the expression is settled,
Oh my god.
conflict, desire, well, stuff you do. But that's the lesson really. That's the most important thing.
A
Make sure
walk
you know what every character
down
wants in the scene.
the
Make sure
side.
what they say matches that objective. So I always bring out David Mamet, who's genius of dialogue. And he said once, nobody says anything unless they want. So, unless you want something, nobody says
Cut
anything.
to.
Nobody's going to say, hey, I'm a trustworthy character. Right? I mean, if somebody said
Come
that
into
to you,
the crop.
you want to think, whoa,
Come into the crop.
right? There's always a reason, right? So there's always a reason. And if we know what the reason is in the movie, if you know what the character wants, or you're trying to figure out what the character wants,
Walk.
that's more interesting than somebody dumping exposition. Characters are just dumping exposition.
Up to the back.
Because it's not connected to the design line. Even characters who disagree with each other, even though that might be kind of interesting because there's some tension there, if we don't know what they want, it's going to be boring. So you see this you see people like, oh, so my character is just going to argue. And so you have people arguing back and forth. But
Do the middle.
it's just, right? Because we don't know what they want. That's what makes something interesting.
Yeah, one man walks to the middle walk.
In the middle walk.
On the nose dialogue would be one of the worst. I like to say sometimes that talking heads dialogue where it's just two characters talking to each other, kind of at each other, and then Q&A sessions are the worst, and that's where one character keeps asking another question, and then they just keep answering it. So it's almost like an interview. And if that goes on for too long, it really tires out the reader, and it just
Right.
what we call
What makes scripts impossible is when
Make us ready to leave.
So, examples, if a husband and a wife, let's say a wife saw her husband having lunch with another
The man in the middle and the man in
that she didn't know
the
about.
back. I
And
know.
he comes home from work and says, hi honey, how's your day? And she would say,
Carefully gets on top of the building at the right time.
nothing. With that kind of, and we're not the ones
Make us
who
ready to
master
leave.
the stuff, and recommend looking like this, but much less interesting. So, or you might say, if the husband comes in and says, what did you do today? And I was in a similar situation once with, and I did not say, I saw you with another woman.
You have to hide until they go back inside.
I wanted to maybe catch him in a lie. I said, or actually, like, well, what did you do today? There's nothing special. Really? Did you have lunch somewhere interesting? What are you talking about? And like maybe one of the things that I love is that if you really play along with that, you can also play with the audience in terms of them thinking, oh yeah, he was having an affair. Then we find out that it was an interior decorator, and he was surprising his wife by he just bought a little vacation home, and he was making sure, or he just like was renting a Malibu place, and he wanted to make sure all the stuff was special for their anniversary. And then what can happen is if she keeps testing him, and she like starts bringing up old stuff about how he pisses her off, that scene could end with him not telling her what the surprise was, or the couple deciding, you never trust me, you know what, I was going to do something nice for you, and I want a divorce. I'm just spinning here, and I'm not saying that that's, the greatest scene, but that's an example of when you play with subtext versus characters.
There's wooden
saying
scaffolding.
everything that they're thinking.
I mean,
Another example is you take Streetcar Named Desire with Blanche and Stanley and Stella. And if you had Blanche saying, well, I really have been working as a prostitute and I'm depressed and I have nowhere else to live. Game over. Like, not very interesting. So
Matt.
think about it in those terms. And it's really reflecting how people are in real life. People don't always say exactly what they're thinking.
You find that when you start writing dialogue, sometimes the characters talk differently than you expect. That evolves, and that can be very interesting. And sometimes your character changes as a result of your dialogue. But by and large, we're using our voices, we're using voices of people we know, we're using cadences, we're using regional, words. You know,
Spots out.
a lot of things, but it does, in a way, it does write itself. You know,
That spots out the man
but you know, it does kind of roll out.
inside the white pants.
Again, that dialogue, you know, it's the, how do you write natural dialogue? How do you
The man
write the way
outside the white pants.
It's simplicity of words. It's you know, expressing, saying the most amount
Outside
of ideas and
the moat.
of letters, basically. The reason that works to keep it all moving forward.
This thing like a bumper stick actually item call. Patrick Shane Duncan, who wrote Courage Under Fire,
I'm watching them very closely.
called it dialogue.
Matt watches them very closely.
So when
Matt spots the man inside the white pants. Matt spots the man outside the white pants. Matt spots the man inside the white pants.
everyone has the bumper sticker that says if I want
Then man outside. I say man outside the white pants.
so come up with those lines, go ahead and make my
Then,
you know, and
yeah, it makes sense. Then man outside the white
end
pants.
up on a bumper sticker or a t-shirt. Those are the goals we're looking for. And
The men come closer.
don't work like
The men, watch this. This is gonna be cool. I never did this before, but it's gonna look right. And the men come close. The men come closer. The men come closer. So you're wasting time right here. The men come closer. Close enough.
Why did you develop the 6-stage plot structure?
Climbs the roof at exactly the right time so that none of the men would see him. Genius. And then I have ability to go on from here, but this feels like it's really powerful, so I'm gonna stop right here and let this come through me and get the evolutionary advantage of being able to do the next part way better than this part. Okay?